Across the rolling hills and ancient forests of Britannia, where Roman roads cut through native lands, legends whisper of a queen whose fury burned brighter than any legionary torch. Boadicea, the Iceni warrior queen. Her rebellion against Roman tyranny was a blaze of vengeance, marked by devastating victories before her ultimate defeat. Yet her spirit, and the spirit of her people, never truly died. Instead, a chilling presence, the Phantom Chariot of Boadicea, is said to thunder across ancient battlefields, a curse born not of death, but of unyielding, eternal defiance against oppression. Our story begins in 18th century rural England, with Lord Ashworth, a wealthy landowner obsessed with Roman antiquities. Ashworth was a man of ambition, eager to uncover Roman treasures on his vast estate, which, unbeknownst to him, encompassed significant sites connected to Boadicea's final campaign. He scoffed at local superstitions and the villagers' quiet reverence for certain ancient groves and unmarked burial mounds, dismissing them as primitive nonsense. He ordered extensive, aggressive excavations, disturbing ancient earth and dislodging countless artifacts. As Ashworth's digging intensified, the local atmosphere shifted. The air grew heavy with an inexplicable sense of ancient rage and sorrow. Villagers reported seeing fleeting glimpses of a spectral, horse-drawn chariot thundering across fields at dusk, its phantom wheels churning the air. A chilling, guttural war cry would sometimes echo on the wind, followed by the distant, rhythmic clang of unseen swords. Animals on Ashworth's estate grew agitated, refusing to graze in certain areas. Ashworth, initially dismissing these as local folklore or the sound of distant storms, found himself increasingly unnerved. But the manifestations intensified. The Phantom Chariot would thunder directly over his manor, shaking the foundations, rattling windows, and chilling the occupants to the bone. The ghostly war cries became deafening, ringing in Ashworth's ears even indoors, driving sleep from his nights. He began to see shadowy figures, fierce and determined, wielding spectral spears, seemingly emerging from the very earth. He realized with growing terror that the land itself was manifesting a profound ancient anger. The true curse of the Phantom Chariot of Boadicea was not a singular ghost, but the accumulated, unyielding spirit of defiance and violated sovereignty. The land, scarred by Roman conquest and the brutal suppression of the Iceni, had absorbed the immense concentrated fury, sorrow, and unextinguished rebellion of Boadicea and her fallen warriors. Her spirit and theirs was inextricably linked to the sacred ground. The curse was a perpetual resonant echo of rebellion, inflicting mental torment on those who disrespected the land and its history, forcing them to confront the unresolved wrath of the conquered. Driven to desperation by the relentless haunting and the growing fear among his staff, Ashworth finally sought counsel from the oldest villagers, those who held the ancient knowledge. They spoke not of individual spirits, but of the very land demanding respect, of the need to acknowledge the sacrifice and the unyielding spirit of Boadicea and her people. Only an act of profound humility and reverence for the fallen and for the land itself could bring peace. Humbled and terrified, Ashworth ceased his destructive excavations. He personally oversaw the reburial of disturbed artifacts, performing simple, respectful rites taught by the villagers. He erected small, unadorned stone markers at the sites of the ghostly sightings, dedicating them to the unconquered spirit of Britannia. He cleared ancient groves, not for timber, but to restore their sacred nature, and encouraged the villagers to resume their own quiet ceremonies of remembrance. He stopped seeking treasures and began to listen to the land. Slowly, the oppressive atmosphere began to lift. The Phantom Chariot's thundering receded, becoming a faint, almost comforting whisper on the wind. The war cries softened to a melancholic hum, then faded entirely. The animals grew calm, and a sense of quiet reverence returned to the estate. The Phantom Chariot of Boadicea, acknowledged and honored, finally found its eternal, defiant rest. Lord Ashworth spent the rest of his days not as a treasure hunter, but as a guardian of the land's history. A changed man who understood that some curses are born from the unacknowledged pain of the past, forever echoing until true respect and remembrance are given. The legend endures, a powerful reminder that the spirit of rebellion, once awakened, can haunt the conqueror across centuries. An eternal lament for freedom. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.